Have you ever had one of those days? You know the kind. You lose your keys. And then they magically reappear right where you looked a dozen times. Or you have that weird feeling of deja vu, where you swear you've lived that exact moment before. It's a little strange, right? It almost feels like a little hiccup in the world. Well, what if I told you that those little hiccups might be more than just a coincidence? What if they're a clue? A clue that the world you think is so solid, so real, so us might not be exactly what it seems. It's a wild thought, and believe me, it's one that will make you look at everything a little differently. Now hold on to your hats, because this is where it gets really interesting. We're going to talk about an idea so big, it could change how you see everything. From the coffee cup you're holding, to the dog barking outside, to the very thoughts you're having right now. Welcome to the simulation. Okay, so what exactly is this simulation theory? Let's break it down. Imagine you're playing a video game like The Sims. You create little characters. You build them a house. You give them jobs. You watch them live their little digital lives. They fall in love. They get hungry. They have good days and bad days. From their perspective, their world is all there is. They have no idea that a player, you, is outside their world. The simulation theory suggests that we might be those little characters. Our entire universe could be a program running on an unimaginably powerful computer, created by a higher form of intelligence in a base reality we can't perceive. If you can simulate a world, and the beings inside become advanced enough, they might create their own simulations, a chain of simulations like Russian nesting dolls. There could be billions of simulated realities, but only one original base reality. Statistically, the odds of us being in that single base reality are incredibly slim. This doesn't mean our lives are a game in the puppet sense. This whole idea of reality being an illusion isn't actually brand new. It's been bouncing around in different forms for thousands of years. Way back in ancient Greece, the philosopher Plato had this famous idea called the allegory of the cave. He imagined people chained up in a cave, facing a wall their whole lives. All they could see were shadows. In the 17th century, René Descartes asked what he could know for sure. He even wondered if an evil demon could be tricking him. He was questioning the very input from his senses. Things really took off with the invention of computers and science fiction. Movies like The Matrix brought the idea to a huge audience. But a modern philosopher, Nick Bostrom, put it on the map in 2003. He argued one of three things must be true. Civilizations go extinct before developing simulation tech. Advanced civilizations lose interest in running sims. Or we are almost certainly living in a simulation. It's hard to imagine every advanced civilization would lose interest, and assuming we're all doomed is a downer. That argument has people like Elon Musk and other tech thinkers saying the odds favor us being simulated, so are there clues? So if we are living in a giant computer program, shouldn't there be some signs, some clues, or bugs in the system? One of the most common examples people point to is deja vu. Believers might say that's not just a trick of your brain. It could be a moment where the simulation reloads a previous state. It's like a file momentarily lagging in the system before it corrects itself. Another thing people talk about are strange coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. You're thinking about a friend you haven't seen in 10 years, and suddenly your phone rings and it's them. Or you see the same sequence of numbers over and over again. Scientists have discovered that at the tiniest subatomic level, our reality seems to be made of discrete, quantifiable units. It's not a smooth, continuous thing. It's almost like it's made of pixels, just like a computer screen. The laws of physics are incredibly precise and mathematical, almost like they were programmed. Things like the speed of light act as a universal speed limit, something you might see in a video game to prevent the system from being overloaded. If you could travel faster than light, you might get ahead of the simulation as it renders the world around you. So these physical constants could be the processing limits of the cosmic computer running our world. Okay, so we've talked about the theory, the history, the possible clues, but there's no real hard evidence. Deja vu, coincidences, pattern recognition can be explained by psychology and probability. Another major argument is Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is usually the best. Let's say we wake up tomorrow and there's a giant message in the sky that says, "Congratulations, you've completed level 7. Would our lives suddenly become meaningless? I don't think so. The struggles, our joys, our love, those things are still real to us. Our choices still matter. Our actions still have consequences within this reality. Being kind, being loving, being a good person, those things have value no matter what the universe is made of. Maybe the purpose, simulated or not, is to see what we do with the time we're given. So don't let it freak you out. Let it inspire you. Live your life with as much joy, passion, and kindness as you can. Because real or not, this life is beautiful, and it's ours. And that's something worth celebrating. Now go out there and dance.